We just dropped Carrie off at the Skukuza airport. Now we're driving down to Swaziland. This is our drive today. We're driving to a little area called Shawula Mountain Camp, which is this little village just on the border of Swaziland and Mozambique.
Where are we right now?
We are in Swaziland, finally. We had a bit of trouble getting over the border. We almost drove straight through the checkpoints twice and freaked out not only the immigration of South Africa, but immigration of Swaziland. And they looked at us like we were complete numpties. But we got all our stuff in order and we are headed to Shawula now, and it's beautiful here. This is like proper remote. This is the Africa we came to see, right, Tay?
Villages, huts.
The traditional thatched houses that are like round here, they're called rondavels, and it's cool seeing all the ways that they've like customized them into being Western, with windows, the glass windows now, and things like that at the front.
I'm sleeping under the stars, 'cause I feel it, and you're climbing up with me. Your absence used to rip me apart. When I close my eyes, you're still climbing up.
Sausage, spinach and peanut butter, chicken peanut butter, rice with beans and pumpkin.
'Cause I feel it up, and you're climbing up with me.
That was the best meal we've had in South Africa so far. Like delicious homemade cooking. There's no electricity at this camp. Everything is paraffin lamps, which makes it a very authentic Swazi experience. This town actually only got electricity about 2 years ago, so it's kind of cool to have a chat to one of the local ladies, and she was saying that there's actually been some issues having electricity because now people are addicted to watching TV rather than chatting and doing their work. It was so nice sleeping in a proper bed after 4 weeks of camping. We just got the best night's sleep last night. Today we are going on a village walk organised by the camp here, and they're going to take us through Shawula, maybe take us to a local bar where they brew their own 14% alcohol beer. Check that out and just go and see how people live, basically. And just an interesting information about this area. Shawula Mountain Camp opened about 15 years ago as an idea of bringing in money to the area, and this area is very poor. All the money that we spend here goes to the whole area, and the chief decides where the money's going to go. So far they've built an orphanage, they've sent heaps of kids to school, and they've also been able to better the health of a lot of people through here. So that's really nice to know that any money that we've spent here is all going back into the community. Very good feeling. And yeah, the following day we're going to go for a walk down to the river, which is just down here. That should be really nice too. And they've organised for a group of local dancers to come in and do Swazi dancing, and that will be very, very fun to see. A lot of culture in these 3 days, which is exactly why we came to Swaziland. So far, Swazi people have been very proud of their culture. The culture here is amazing and quite traditional, and they just don't have the same problems as a lot of other African countries. Violence isn't a big issue here. A couple more days here, then we'll move on to a few more nights of camping.
There's a land that I have heard about,
so far across the sea. There's a land that I have heard of.
Looks like milk, you see, it's whitish. Color. Yeah.
Sanbonani.
Sanbonani, that's yellow, you can say yebo.
Yebo. How is it, Tay? It's good. 13% alcohol apparently. Local beer.
My dreamland would be like heaven to me. We'll get our breakfast from the tree. We'll get our honey from the bee. We'll take a ride on the waterfall, and all the glories we'll have them all, and we'll live together on that dreamland and have so much fun. We live together.
We're at the Manzini markets trying to find some gifts for our parents, right? Gifts and family. Mum, I reckon you would have liked one of these massive pots. Driven about 4 hours today and we've arrived at our destination called Melalodja Nature Reserve. It's absolutely beautiful around here. We got a little bit lazy and decided to get a log cabin, but then it was too expensive and sold out, so we decided not to get it and we're camping again. This is going to be our site just here. Camping for 3 nights, which will be lovely. This area has heaps of hikes. We're also going to go check out the second biggest rock monolith in the world called Sebebe Rock. Hopefully climb that. And tomorrow we're booked on to do a canopy tour, which is like a high ropes tour. That goes for about an hour and a half and it goes to like 150 meters high. That will be really amazing. What else are we doing? Maybe going and seeing some Swazi candle making, which should be cool as well. But yeah, Tay, you excited to be here? Yeah, it's so beautiful. This is our last 3 nights of camping.
anaganene, anaganana, anaganene, upa. Anaganene, anaganana, anaganene, upa.
Cuando me siento mal, sé que no estoy solo. Jesús está conmigo, donde sea que llego. Cuando me siento mal, sé que no estoy solo. Jesús está conmigo, donde sea que llego. Donde sea que llego, 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 se pareja. Se toledo de pareja. Se toledo de pareja. Se toledo de pareja. Ya, ya,
Anaganene, anaganana, anaganene, upa.
se pareja. Se toledo de pareja. Se toledo de pareja. Se toledo de pareja.
Merry Christmas from Swaziland. It's the 25th of December, and Christmas this year is going to be a little different than other years back home. We tried to climb Sebebe Rock today, which is the second largest rock monolith in the world. So we walked up about halfway, and then there's literally no trails to follow. And you can go a million different ways up these cow trails, up these little shortcuts that the villagers make. So basically we gave up on that, walked back down to the bottom to our car, and a person at the bottom said, "Oh, you may as well just drive up." And we're like, "Ah, thanks for telling us before we walked halfway up." So we got to drive about, I don't know, most of the way up, and the roads were complete shit. We only just made it up with our rental, but we've done a 2-kilometer walk and we're pretty much on the very top plateau of Sebebe Rock right now, and it's beautiful. This afternoon we are going to the King's Royal Palace to go and watch some traditional dancing. Apparently all of the month of December is full of dancing and celebrations. The King of Swaziland has 14 wives. It's a polygamous society over here, and he seems really well respected. Everyone talks very fondly of him. I think he's been a very good ruler. What's his name? King Mswati III? Yeah, King Mswati III. So we'll hopefully go over and join in some of those celebrations after this. But we're just going to enjoy the view here a little longer. It's almost 6 o'clock at night and it's still Christmas. We are back in our tent and we're watching Sing and having beers. It's really foggy outside. So this is what Christmas in Swaziland looks like for us this year. Not super exciting, but yeah. The reason we're back here so early is because we weren't able to do the King's Palace traditional ceremonies either. We got let in, even though they don't normally let tourists in, because we sweet talked the guard a little bit. But the dances weren't starting till late and we had to be back in our campsite before that time. But we were going to join in and everything. It would have been really fun. But next time in Swaziland we'll have to join in. So that was our second failed plan today. Actually, there was a third. Swazi Candles wasn't open either, unfortunately. And yeah, we're just going to stay in the tent tonight and relax and enjoy Christmas vibes. But my favorite experience in Swaziland so far has been being up in the mountain camp and seeing how the small communities live. Even though they don't have a lot, everyone seems really happy and content. So that's really cool to see. Tay, what about you? What's been your favorite experience?
Mine would be the canopy tour. So there's 10 platforms that you stop at. And like I don't know the name of the bridge, but there's like a bridge in the middle of the tour that you get to walk on, and it's like rocky. And yeah, zip lining to like each platform is pretty fun. And they tell you like a little bit about the area and stuff as well, so definitely a must if you're coming to Swaziland.
Yeah, it's called the Malaloja Canopy Tour. Well, we're heading to South Africa tomorrow morning. We cross the border again, cross to the Drakensberg Mountains, and we're staying there for a week till just after New Year's. And that's basically just a week of hiking. But Merry Christmas, everyone,
Merry Christmas.
and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Bye.